Welcome back to Jules Math Tools, where math is made easy. In our session today, this is part 9 on using our distributive property. And in this session, we are distributing a coefficient and we're working with two unlike terms within our brackets. And if you're ready to see how to simplify this expression, let's get started. So in our example today, we are distributing our 11f to two unlike terms within our parentheses. And of course, remember that we're using our distributive property today, so let's get started. So remember that our distributive property tells us that our term outside of our parentheses is multiplied to every term within our parentheses. So our 11f will be distributed to our 6. So that means that 11f is multiplied to 6. And then our 11f will also be multiplied to our a. And now we are going to begin simplifying each of our brackets at the side. First bracket, we have our 11f being multiplied to 6. Now remember that 11f means that 11 is being multiplied to f, which is being multiplied to 6. And since 6 and 11 are both numbers, we can multiply those together. So when we multiply 11 times 6, we will get 66. And then we will multiply 66 to f, which will equal to our 66f. And let's return that back into our question. And we're going to begin simplifying our second bracket. So we have our 11f being multiplied to our a. And that means that our 11f means that 11 is being multiplied to f, which is being multiplied to a. And in this case, since we have three unlike terms being multiplied together, we're going to combine all three of these terms together to give us 11fa. And remember that 11fa means exactly the same as 11f being multiplied to a. So now let's return that back into our question. And as I've always stated before, if you haven't done it as yet, make sure that operation sign is also written in between these two terms so that you can clearly state that these are being subtracted. Now, since these both are unlike terms, and now I know you're looking at them saying, hey, you have a 66f and there's also an 11f. But remember that for these terms to be considered like terms, they must have all of the same letters or variables within each of the term. So that means that for these to be considered like term, 66 would also have to have FA written so that it can be the same as 11FA, or our 11FA would only have to have 11F for it to be considered the same like term as 66F. But because they are different simply because 11f has an a attached to the end or multiplied along with its term. These two terms are considered unlike terms. Okay, so there you have it. We just simplified another expression using our coefficient with two different unlike terms within our parentheses. So make sure, as always, get some additional practice in, and we'll see you right here in the next session on Jules Math Tools, where the aim is always to make math easy.